Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the lesson Weathering the Storm in Erisma. Dear students, it is the story of a natural calamity, scene of a storm, and the boy named Prashant. How did he tried his best to rescue his villagers during the disaster of the calamity. First of all, I shall tell you the summary of this lesson. A dark and menacing storm. During the year 1999, it happened, a great storm broke out on the coastal area of Odisha, and during that time Prashant visited to the coastal area to his friend's village, and he stayed there for 2 or 3 days, and during that period the storm broke out in the sea, and it increased a great disaster. And Prashant's village was only 18 kilometers away from there. And it was a very horrible storm, and it was all the area, surrounding area was covered with, flooded with water. There was water everywhere, and Prashant spent 2 nights on the rooftop of his friend's house there. And after that, what happened? Prashant's decision to go back to his village. And when Prashant saw all around the area was flooded with water, there was water everywhere, he was worried about the condition of his family members, and he decided to return to his village. And how did he return to his village during that disastrous period? Through that flooded area, he took a long stick, and with the help of that stick he began to walk towards his village, and he used that stick to terrace the pits on the road, pits on the way, and on the way the scene was very horrible. He saw the dead bodies, corpses of human beings, as well as dead bodies of dogs and pet animals floating on the water, and it was a very frightened scene, very horrible scene for the boy, but ultimately he was able to reach his village. The condition of Prashant's village, Kalikuda, the village which Prasant belonged was Kalikota. It was 18 kilometers away from the coastal area, and the condition of Prasant's village was same. Prasant began to cry, began to weep loudly because he was worried about the condition of his family members. And anyway, he was able to reach, he was able to terrace his family members, and they were in very bad condition. First of all, his maternal grandmother met him. After that, he terraced, found out his sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, and all his family members, but they were starving. भूखों मर रहे थे. Their condition was very bad. And now, when he found all his family members alive, at least he gathered courage and he decided to help his family members as well as all the villagers. Anyhow, after that, Prasant went to the Red Cross shelter. As we know, that Red Cross is a group, is an organization which provide help during the natural calamities to the public. And in this situation, Prasant went to the Red Cross shelter and he tried to gain help for his villagers, for his family members. There were about 96 houses in his village, and all the houses were demolished, destroyed. There were no sign of house. The whole area was flooded. But he got some help from the Red Cross society, and after that Prasant played the role of leader in his village. How did Prasant play the role of leader? He decided to come forward and he began to gain any possible help from outside. He went to the village merchant and persuaded him by press to provide help with food grain, rice, wheat, etc. to the starving people, and in his attempts he succeeded. The merchant, the landlord of the village, persuaded to provide rice to the starving villagers, and after 2 or 3 days the villagers got stuff, got food, and they filled their stomachs. Means Prasant persuaded the village merchant to provide food, and after getting rice, he managed to cook the rice in those circumstances and provided first full meal in those circumstances to the villagers. And after that, as we know that during flood time, government tries to provide food packets to the victims by helicopters, but in Prasant village, when he saw that the packets were provided by the military helicopters to the victims, but they were not sufficient. What did Prashant do to get sufficient packets for the public, for the villagers? He gathered some utensils, बर्तन इकट्ठे किए from the villagers and accompanied with some children. They laid down with the plates, utensils on their stomach. It was an indication that they were hungry, and when the flying helicopter staff saw this, they understood the situation and they dropped more packets, sufficient packets for the villagers. So it was a good attempt of Prashant to get sufficient food packets from the military helicopter. Role of women. What was the role of women during this disaster, during this natural calamity, flood time? As it is clear that during the flood, during the disaster, many people had become homeless. Many men and women had died during the disaster, and Prashant, in these situations, in these conditions, Prashant persuaded some women of the village to begin their work for the NGO, who was providing help, the NGO which was providing food to the villagers, to the victims. The women were also provided by Prashant to help, to cooperate in the work of NGOs and to help the orphans, because many children had become orphans, and the women of the village persuaded to help, to adopt the widows, persuaded to adopt orphans, and it was all due to Prashant's attempts. Prashant was healed, and after a few days, as we know that time is the greatest healer, जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतता है, the condition becomes normal, स्थिति नॉर्मल हो जाती है. After a few days, after months, when the situation became normal, when the victims began to work for their livelihood, Prashant forgot all his sufferings, because in the end of the story we can say that he was satisfied, for the reason that at last he had done something for his villagers, for his kith and kin. तो प्रिय बच्चों, this is the story of a natural calamity of a village. The villagers who were victims, who were affected by the flood, and how did a boy named Prashant came forward to help the victims, and how did he get success in his attempts. So the moral of the story is that at present our country is facing almost half of the states of our country are facing the flood, and let us promise that we must try our best to provide every possible help with money, food, clothes, whatever we can. We must try our best to provide the victims, because after all we are all Indian, and it is our moral duty that we must help the victims. This is the moral of the story. And first of all you will read the story, and then you have to learn and answer these questions. How did coconut trees help during the cyclone? In this story there is a description that coconut trees, which are very tall in height, and they had fallen over the houses, and when the villagers did not get anything to eat, they got at least coconuts to eat to satisfy their starvation, to satisfy their hunger. Thus, falling coconut trees help the villagers during this bad time, during this disaster. What kind of arrangements were made to give relief to the widows? We have read in the story that the widows and orphans were plenty in number in that village, and the widows and orphans, it was decided by the organization that widows and orphans must not be kept out from the village. The widows must be kept safe in shelter home in the village, and the widows were also ready to adopt the orphans. So the answer of the question is that it was decided for the widows to keep them, or they must live in the shelter home of the village. What happened to Prashant's house during the cyclone? As we read in the story that almost all the houses in the village had demolished, तहस नहस हो चुके थे. There was only sign of the Prashant's house which could be identified by a tree. Otherwise there were no signs, there were no terraces of Prashant's house. Why did Prashant weep bitterly? First of all, when Prashant was about to reach his village during this period, and he saw the bad condition, he saw the dead bodies floating on the water, he began to weep bitterly, because he was worried about the condition of his family members, of his kith and kin. Write the role of NGOs these days. It is very important that nowadays there are many NGOs, non-government organizations, गैर सरकारी संस्थाएं, which are working throughout the countries, and many NGOs are working throughout the countries in different fields. Some NGOs are working in the field of education, some others are working in health, field of health, field of agriculture, field of women education, field of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. There are so many NGOs. So we can say that NGOs are very important institutions, and some NGOs have important function during the disasters like flood and earthquakes. The members of NGOs come forward and they are ready, always ready to provide every possible help to the victims. They provide food and shelter to the victims. They take the victims to the hospital for medical care. So the role of NGOs is very important during the disasters period, during the natural calamities whatsoever. प्रिय बच्चों, I have told you the story of weathering the storm in Ersama. Ersama is a coastal village, and what happened with the family members of Prashant during the flood, and ultimately how did he become able to get help from the NGOs and outsider, and how did they win the suffering, and how did they face the natural calamity. I hope you will write these questions and answer and learn all these answers for the examinations. Thank you.